I have just gotten back from a fabulous event down in Anza Borrego Desert State Park. It's called Ocotillo on the Rocks, and it's sponsored by Agile Offroad from Santee, California. It is an opportunity to get out there and improve your skills in the off-road environment. But it's also an opportunity to take lots of classes about all things to do with your van and off-roading. One of the things that made it so much fun is that there were so many of the viewers of this channel there, and I got to meet amazing people. I'm hoping that next year maybe we can get more of you to go if you're into the off-road type of travel with your vans. We also need to get more transit vans there. Of the over 200 vans and probably 300 people, there were only about 5 transit vans. So let's see if we can get that number up next year. But if you've ever been to a rally or an event and wish that they had more education involved in the programming, well, this is the event for you. And you'll just meet amazing people. I learned as much from the other people that attended as I did from the classes that we attended. And yes, the weather was a little bit dreary, but we still went out on the trail and we still had a blast. So I highly recommend. But today's video is about our event. And we started a day early because we had some work to have done at Agile. And while we were there, we even got a tip from another person who was getting some work done. And also met up with Claude, who has been on this channel a few times because we keep meeting up with him at various van expos. So here is our glorious weekend down in Southern California. And this is that part of the trip where you have to figure out what's rattling and what is moving around that shouldn't be. And of course, we threw things in at the last minute, so.
What have we forgotten?
And what have we forgotten? This is usually the turnaround spot.
Good. You should complain to Ford, right? They don't like people doing stuff with their van.
There's our beast. Ooh, and there's a good gear. Okay, we're back on the road. We had a great time at Agile, meeting some new people, and got a couple of really great tips. And now we're off to Ocotillo. Well, what do they call this area?
Julian.
Well, they call it Julian, but it's not Julian. Julian is where they make the pies. And that's not where we're going to be. It's down by Blair Valley at the Stagecoach Trails RV Park, something like that. And they're going to have, we heard, it's like over 200 rigs and 300 people. So this is going to be quite amazing, but heavy rain on Saturday. So who knows what's going to happen.
Now, is it called the Butterfield? Because the Butterfield stage went
Yes,
through?
yeah, it's the old Butterfield stage route. We've been back here before. We have arrived at Blair Valley Campground. It's basically it's a free area. We just got buzzed by a jet. I keep hoping it'll come back. They love zooming down this valley. Blair Valley and Little Blair Valley sit inside the ancestral homelands of Southern California indigenous peoples like the Kumeyaay, Cahuilla, and Cupeño. Thousands of sites have been documented across Anza Borrego. Villages, food processing areas, and rock art show that people used and moved through the valley for millennia. I don't know about you guys, but I'm always looking for easy meals. And so I thought I'd share this easy meal, one of our go-tos, which is the Progresso lentil soup. And then Trader Joe's makes this pre-cooked rice, and it's in their frozen section. This is brown rice. And of course, when you chill, refrigerate or freeze rice or pasta or bread, then when you reheat it, or you don't even have to reheat it, when you eat it, it does something to the starch, which makes it harder for your food to turn it into sugar. So anyway, it's just better for you if you have to watch your sugar and carbohydrates, stuff like that. And then I also throw in spinach. And then John, of course, has to have his crackers. So we got crackers. Anyway, just a quick, easy meal. Late in the day and you don't want to do a lot of cleanup. Wow, is it beautiful out here. Oh, the color is just magnificent. Okay, see if I can get my camera set up for a time lapse. Claude and Chris are down there. Someone moved in here, I don't know that person. A couple more out here, but it was a little iffy last night because it started to rain and I'm going, oh, we won't be able to get out of here, but you can see the road is barely wet. Barely any moisture on it. Tomorrow should be the day, unless we luck out. We are here, Little Blair Valley. And where's that no-name canyon he talked about? And there is a flood watch starting at 4 a.m. tomorrow. We are right here, and we are going to go down to the Marshall place because I don't think we'll get a chance to go there tomorrow. The area has lots of primitive campsites, popular with overlanders, but be forewarned that the sand is quite deep in parts. If you don't have a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive vehicle with plenty of ground clearance, you might consider parking near the road and riding it on your e-bikes. This is Chris.
Oh,
he
okay.
has the other transit, and he's been very helpful giving us tips. So what's the next one?
So I had to get towed the other day, and when we hooked up, just from one tow point, we hooked up a kinetic rope to the shackle. So you have to take the shackle off to hook it up. And then when you put it back on, the guy said, do not tighten it all the way, because if it bends, then you're not going to be able to unscrew the shackle.
Oh, okay.
And so when you get towed, have it at least a turn loose. Go ahead.
I just want to say I learned this from Mike
Claude.
Reed at Beyond the Pavement. And so one thing is that this looks really cool, but what he recommended is you want to keep all of your recovery gear dry and non-corroded and ready to go. And if you leave it here, depending on the climates that you drive in and what this gets exposed to, you might find that when you need it or when you need to remove it, that it's locked tight shut. So you should remove all this stuff until you need it.
This is a guy's version of vacuuming.
Yes. I'll blow George.
And it made by Wolfbox.
Oh, this is the Apex fill valve for a regular Schrader valve, and it's supposed to get a 50% faster fill.
Oh.
Not only that, it doesn't have the little click on our wheels.
Yeah.
That little click gets in there. You got to bend the stem out and make it click.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about that.
Got it to the parking lot, showed him the Morteros, and now we're going to hike up to the to where the home was. The Marshall South family made Ghost Mountain their home from the 1930s to 1947, and the ruins are a fairly easy 1.5-mile round-trip hike with incredible views.
I mean, I was there, I saw it, but it's just old age. But that was one of our tips.
Yes, yeah. Okay, now we're...
Was shooting at me, maybe I'd be prejudiced too.
Their officer training school is, and their basic training for enlisted.
And we have arrived. It's a great movie.
Oh, okay, this same plot, they had to spend the night in this.
It says it's an F-35. Bring them down lower. There's an Osprey. this app?
This is called ADSB Exchange. So some aircraft that advertise ADSB let you track them, and it's almost like being a air traffic controller. So if you click on the link, you can see where he took off. So he took off from El Centro, and my guess is he's going to fly back to MCAS Miramar. That is a 737, so that's a military transport.
Oh.
So you can filter this. So these are all the military aircraft that are advertising ADSB information. Don't look at the camera.
Anza Borrego is unusual for a state park because it still allows dispersed camping almost everywhere. And that goes back to the land's history. Before this was a state park, people used the desert freely. Prospectors, ranchers, off-roaders, and winter campers all pulled off into washes and set up wherever they stopped for the night.
This is nuts. I'm going to have so many bruises.
When the state began assembling the park in the 1930s and beyond, they inherited that culture of open access. Locals expected to roam, and trying to restrict all camping to a few designated campgrounds would have been wildly unpopular and nearly impossible to enforce across more than 600,000 acres, the largest of California's state parks.
It was a fun little excursion. Now we're just maybe less than a mile from the campground. This place is huge. Wow. This park is huge. John says the restrooms are really nice and clean. I'm going to check them out later. But now I'm on my way down to find him. I think he went down to the store to get ice cream.
Calibrating it, no, but we can mess with them and slow and have different packaging. I don't want to do it.
As you can see outside, it is raining, but it was a steady light rain all night long, and we're going out on the trail today. But yesterday we had such a great day. We met so many nice people. We started out with a drive down Blair Valley before the check-in time with two other people, Chris and Claude, and hiked up to the Marshall home site, which we did, I don't know, last year? I think we did it last year. And that was fun, although I didn't know Chris had serious knee problems. So, sorry, Chris. He was probably hurting by the time he got back, but it was really fun. We did it partly because we didn't know if we'd be able to get out on the trail today. But I guess Agile is going to go out one way or the other. We're not going to wait for anything. And then yesterday they had classes that were really good.
Desert, if it's, anything. Anza Borrego State Park. And Baja's not nearly particular. For instance, I push my PLB button.
Guy that does it as well. But you can run your whole day into camp, whatever.
And the rain held off, so that was good. And then we had a really nice dinner, dessert, drinks, and just tons of people and vans. I think I counted maybe 5 or 6 transits, so there are not a lot of those. Maybe next year they'll have twice as many, because some of you guys will show up. We're the only long transit. We're not that long. And we had no problem going down Blair Valley, which is, I think, what we're actually doing today, but I think we're going maybe a longer route. I don't know.
We'll do it faster today.
Yeah, we'll do it faster. John went to one of the classes and she said, you need to go faster to get over. Otherwise, I guess the suspension works against you. Or the way they've done the Agile event is that we none of us have hookups. You share a site with one or two other rigs. So, of course, we're all small enough we can fit in. And there are a few that are, I mean, everybody's not in a Sprinter. There are some pickup trucks with camper shells. There's some pop tops. So a few people with pop tops.
Jeeps with pop tops.
Yeah, Jeeps. And there are also some Grenadiers here. So, and they have cabins here. So if you just wanted to come and do the classes and hang out with people, you could rent one of the cabins and stay here. And the shower facility is wonderful. They have laundry. They have a little store here, so you can get, things that you might need. So here are all the classes for, is this just Friday? Okay, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. These are the classes. There's a class on the powertrain, all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, the tires, wheels, brakes, and suspension. First actions after getting stuck. An Onyx off-road workshop for that Onyx app, if you have that. And then Saturday, they have classes all day. Self-recovery. Tomorrow morning, they have winching basics and accessories. Vehicle-assisted recovery. Okay, and so the classes end at 11 tomorrow. But you can see how huge this campground is. It's huge. 285 sites. Oh, plus they have tent sites. So I think these are all tent. Oh no, those are the horse corral things. So a lot of horse people come out here and they have corrals for horses. They line people up by beginner, intermediate, advanced, and they put people in different groups. So we're in the beginner group 1. I don't know. It's going to be fun. And at least there won't be any dust. Maybe a lot of mud, but no dust.
Anybody up on channel 5?
Yes. This is the view out our side window. And you can see right there is an equestrian trail. And there was one unfortunate accident yesterday. Boy, it smells good out here, though.
All right, well, welcome to Beginner 1. We're going to do, it's called Blair Valley Loop. Pretty straightforward trail. First off, I want to make sure everybody has a radio.
As it turned out, there were both morning and afternoon groups of 10 or 11, each with a leader and a sweep. The morning groups lucked out with the weather, getting a break in the rain mid-morning. Some of the afternoon groups, however, had an experience they won't soon forget, dealing with rains that turned into torrents. Here's a clip taken by one participant.
Yep, you're riding up. You're not even to your rims yet. I still see rubber on your tires.
The throttle makes it rough over rocky terrain, lumpy stuff.
Our group had it easy on roads John and I have explored many times before. But there is something awfully joyful about driving in a convoy of vans, snaking across the open desert, splashing through puddles, radios buzzing, and smiles bouncing between drivers. The pace is relaxed, and the shared sense of adventure turned a simple drive into a rolling celebration.
Yeah, it's a little off camber.
We are really tough.
Good to know what you can do.
Back at camp, we changed into warmer clothes, donned our rain gear, and learned from the experts. No one let the rain put a damper on the fun.
But the Toyota folks, all that market, they can't even get their winch unless their hood is up, they climb on top of their vehicle and reach down inside.
People here really need a lot of help with this sort of stuff.
Birthday to you. Thank you, guys.
A sexy topic in anybody's eyes, and I so appreciate everybody being here.
It's 9 in the city, and I'm on my way back home. Humming on my favorite ditty, swinging like Natalie Cole. But then out of the blue, who Your place is closer than mine. Why don't we go there and have some more wine? 'Cause life is for living. Let's see where this all might lead. Let's see where this all might lead.
It's amazing what we can learn from others when we set aside our shyness, push past our fears, and just mix it up. Events that bring people with shared interests together, whether it's vans, bikes, trails, or the outdoors, have a way of opening doors. You start talking to one person, then another, and suddenly you're picking up tips, swapping stories, and seeing the world a little differently. It reminds us that community is out there waiting if we're just willing to step into it.